Young Thug's lawyer has just revealed shocking details of the unbelievable things going on inside his life behind bars, jail life. Back in May 2022, Young Thug was picked up by the police and slammed with a bunch of charges, which included accusing him of co-founding YSL, Young Slime Life, which authorities are calling a violent street gang. Needless to say, these were some serious charges and the police weren't about to let him out on bail, so he ended up spending time in jail. And well, let's just say Young Thug's life behind bars hasn't been a cakewalk. According to his lawyer, Brian Steele, Young Thug has spent several days in isolation, kept solitary since he was locked up, and has also been fed some inedible food. Now this might sound like your regular jail cell, but apparently it's a little worse than that. Brian Steele went on to say that Young Thug has been detained in what amounts to solitary confinement or total isolation. He's in a windowless cement compartment with only a bed and a toilet and an overhead light which remains on 24 hours per day, preventing any sleep, rest, or meditation. Steele also claims that Young Thug has no access to media, including TV or the internet, or any freedom to exercise, shower, or have human contact, except with his lawyer, of course. Another rapper named Gunna, who was arrested alongside Young Thug and several members of the YSL group, also spoke out about the awful conditions he had to endure in jail. Gunna shared an open letter on Instagram to his over 4 million followers. In the caption, Gunna said, 22 and 2, just a bed and a shower, no windows, just walls, can't see or talk to anyone. The crazy part about this whole thing is the county sheriff's office actually admitted to a couple of the accusations. According to them, Young Thug was being held in administrative solitary confinement for his own safety. Who knows? Maybe Thug actually has some ops waiting for him inside. As for the 24/7 light show, apparently they had to keep the lights on all day so officers could check in on him at all hours of the day and make sure he's alright. Yeah, it didn't take long for Young Thug's attorney to file a motion seeking better conditions. That wasn't the only thing they filed though. They were trying to get Young Thug out of jail as quickly as possible. Emergency release. So how was Thug's attorney gonna get him out? Well, he filed an emergency motion seeking release on bond, describing the confinement they put him in as inhumane. At that point, not only had the county admitted to the awful treatment, Gunna had also spoken out to millions of fans about his terrible time behind bars. So when Young Thug's attorney argued for him to be released on stringent house arrest, you'd think it'd be a slam dunk. Nope. The court turned down the application. Apparently, they consider Young Thug a flight risk or that he might commit another crime while he's out. It looks like Thug is gonna have to endure the conditions behind bars until his trial begins in January 2023. So what exactly landed Young Thug in this mess in the first place? Criminal charges. Young Thug was arrested at his Atlanta home in May 2022. He was initially charged with racketeering and participating in criminal street gang activity, only to be re-indicted in August on 6 additional charges. Young Thug is facing 3 counts of violating the Georgia Controlled Substances Act, possession of a firearm while committing a felony, and possession of a machine gun. He's just one of 28 people indicted in Georgia's Fulton County on racketeering charges. Prosecutors are accusing Thug and 2 others of founding YSL and claiming that the group is associated with the violent criminal street gang, The Blood. Prosecutors say the YSL gang have committed multiple murders and shootings over roughly a decade, and Young Thug has been involved in some of them. It's starting to look like his jail condition is gonna be the least of his problems.